We're here. Nobody else is here. That's okay. I just did this spur of the moment kind of thing here. So we'll see if we get anybody. Joeysixtysix here coming at you, since I normally have to talk here for a while until some people come in. But normally, you know, I shouldn't say normally anymore, but I used to try to go Sunday night at 7:45 Central Time. But I think it's been several weeks in a row now that I have missed that because I always get called to work on Sunday night. So I'm going to try a Sunday day one. This was kind of a spur of the moment, last minute decision. I just threw it up there. So we will see if anybody shows up. Looks like we got a couple people coming in right now. Cool. Thanks, guys, for coming in. How's it going out there? Very doubtful whether I will be here tonight or not. So I thought I would do one now. And if I am here tonight by some miracle, I'll probably do another one tonight. But I just want to say hi to everybody and check in, see if anybody was in the mood to chat or hang out, talk about cars or whatever else. You guys know we can talk about everything here. We base it around cars usually, but subject in the world seems to come up as well. So that's cool. See, we got a couple people coming in. Good to see you guys. Somebody speak now. Just hanging out. It's been a nice weekend, nice kind of cool weekend. It was really cool all week, but it got a little bit nicer for the weekend, but it's still nice and cool. We went for a nice long walk earlier, and I had a good workout this morning downstairs in the gym and all that stuff. Feeling pretty good, feeling sore, so that's always good. And just kind of was wondering what I should do because I'm pretty sure I'll get called to work later. So I was kind of hanging around, and I thought, what the hell? Let's try a live stream. We've never done a Saturday day or a Sunday day one yet, so we'll give it a try and see who shows up. We do have people here, so that's good to see. I appreciate thumbs up down up there, guys. If you could do that for me, I'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, of course, I have to say that. Everyone says that all the time, but so subscriptions help a lot, views help a lot, thumbs up help a lot to get you back in the algorithm of everything. I've been getting dropped out of it pretty much lately for probably lack of video, lack of content, and I haven't been very consistent lately with my video making. Just because of my work schedule is kind of crazy. I never know when I'm going to have time to do anything. So I have to sort of fit it in when I can. And sometimes when I have time to fit it in, I need to do something like take a nap or something. So I'm trying to do the best I can. I made a pretty cool video last, well, it was Monday, it was Labor Day. And friend Sean got his Corvette out and had a pretty cool video out of that. I really enjoyed making that video. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And try to get a little more consistent. I say it a lot, and I'll do it for a while, and then I'll be inconsistent again. And try to get a little more consistent about making videos. It's just been, it really has been a struggle. Hey, Sky One Videos, what's up? I see you changed your name. I saw that the other day. You got some good stuff out lately. How's it going, man? Thanks for the stuff, by the way. I think I already told you that, but that was cool. How's everything going? Good to see you. Good to see we got a couple people coming, so that's good. Anybody doing anything interesting this week? Or I guess I should say, did you do anything interesting this week? Any car shows? I haven't been to a single car show all year. We were just talking about that, me and Kim, a couple days ago. We haven't done anything like that this year. There hasn't been much to do. There's not a whole lot of that kind of stuff where I'm at anyway. And so this year, obviously, it's been even worse than normal, but been trying to just get through this mess, you know. I think we're almost there, though. It seems like we're coming out the other end of it. Oh, cool. Doing well. You got a car show with a big one. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I wish there was some big car shows around here. There are some like Omaha and Lincoln and stuff, but it's like a full day deal for me to do that, which makes it a little tough, but I want to get some more people's cars in my videos. You guys' photos as well as some actual people here in town and area around here, so we'll see some of their I don't really do much of that, Scott. I don't really do I usually make a video, edit it, put it up. If I ever haven't, there's been a few times where I had like 2 or 3 videos I wanted to make, so I made them all and then scheduled a couple of them, but mostly I do it all in one big long stretch. Yeah, I've done that a couple times, like I said, over the years, but I tend to make one and edit it and get it up. Sometimes I don't get through the whole thing of editing and stuff, and I'll have to drag it to the next day or whatever whenever I get a chance. But for the most part, I do everything all at once. but I have done that a couple of times over the time. I tend to I get frustrated with trying to figure out what's what as far as, so sometimes when I've made a couple videos at a time, or 3 once, I think I got a little frustrated trying to figure out what parts I needed for what video and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's a good idea to do it that way, definitely. You love those old Corvettes? Yeah, I like the new ones too. I really like Corvettes in general, but I like the new ones too. But that is cool. He's got a nice old vet, and the thing's in pretty good shape, and he's got that thing running pretty damn good for, especially for an older, 86 like that. That's pretty cool. It was fun to ride it. I haven't ridden in one in a while, so I've known him, checked out his car. We used to work together many times and all that, but I've never gotten to ride in it or anything. So yeah, he can pull that clamshell hood up and sit right in there basically, and pretty much reach everything, which is cool. Yeah, the new ones, especially that mid-engine, that's that'd be tough to get in there. I was watching videos; they pretty much got to take it out to do just about anything. So there's a couple access panels, I think, to get into certain areas, but they were showing that it's going to be. They were telling people to expect to pay a decent amount of money to get your car worked on when you have to, because it's going to be a lot more labor. But every mid-engine car is that way. So I know all the like Italian exotics and stuff, you pretty much got to take the engine out to do much of anything. So that obviously requires a lot more labor and a lot more money. But if you'd afford cars like that, I guess you don't care. But yeah, I think the new Vet is a lease car. Like, people aren't going to want to. Yeah, once it gets to that age where stuff starts happening, you're not going to want to have to deal with it anymore. My 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty on the Challenger, we got 5 and 50 on the drivetrain, but the regular warranty ends on the 17th, so 4 more days. There's a couple things I probably should have brought it in for, but I really like the way the new Vet looks. I mean, I think they did a good job, and it's obviously going to perform really well. And for the price and everything, I don't think you can beat it. But oh no, I didn't watch that Heavy Muscles video, broken drive shaft. Uh-oh, that is no fun at all. Dang. I hate watching people's cars break. It makes you nervous to do anything. Oh crap, I don't want that to happen. Oh, cool. So it's out of warranty, but Dodge covered most of it. They seem to be okay about that, depending on the dealer, because some of the dealers will fight you on it, but if you take it to Dodge, but they'll usually. I've seen good things and bad things, I guess, but some of the dealers like to say that everything you do to it voids the warranty. It's like you change the exhaust so it voids the drivetrain warranty, which is bullcrap because it doesn't, but they'll try to act like it does. Well, that's good. At least he's getting most of it covered, so it's not a huge blow anyway. That would suck. Every time I get on the car a little bit harder, I start to worry, like, oh man, this thing's starting to get up there, and not up there in miles. It's got 26,000 miles on it, but it's like, oh, it's getting older. I better be more careful with it. But then you buy a car like that to have fun, so there's that. You want to mess around with it a little bit. I don't do anything too crazy. I haven't like done major modifications. I'm not pushing a bunch more horsepower or something through the stock stuff, so should be okay. You explained why it's good to have a dealer do your maintenance. There's some good things about it for sure, like keeping track of everything and making sure it's all been done on time. And oh, they rate customers like we rate the dealer. Do they really? I was, God, I need an oil change again already. Miles wise, I don't, but time wise, we do. I think we've only gone, we haven't gone very far since the last one, miles wise, but it's been coming up on 6 months now, time wise. And I think you're supposed to do it every 6 months, whether you have the miles or not. So I probably need to do that before the weather changes too much. crawling around out there on the back, under the car, up on the ramps. God, it seems like I just did that and it's already time again. Plus, it's not cheap. I think it's about $100 to get all the stuff to do it. Everybody sells that oil that I need. I use the Pennzoil, whatever, 040. And everyone sells it online in a case of 6, and you need 7. So they got to get a case of 6 and then buy one, or get 2 cases of 6 and then have 5. Or it's a kind of a. I wish somebody sold like a kit for the car for an oil change with the exact amount of oil and the filter and stuff. But nobody seems to do that. At least I can't find it. I've always got to buy a case plus one, or which is cheaper than buying 7 separate ones. And if I get it from an auto parts store, like Napa can order it for me. And sometimes they have sales on all Pennzoil products, which is nice. And they can order it for me, but you got to buy it by the case. So I'd have to buy 2 cases. I can't buy like a case in one because none of them carry that exact oil. It's not something that any store is probably going to carry because it's kind of obscure. You went to a wedding last night. It was held at a farm. Cool. And they had a restored Golf. Oh, neat. Old 55 Chevy truck. That place was awesome. It took a lot. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like stuff like that. I see a few places like that around out in the country and stuff where they've kind of got an old restored gas station, a couple old cars sitting out there. Pretty neat. That's cool. That's a good place for a wedding. That's pretty cool. Come on, we got more people in here now. Come on, guys. Talk. Give me some thumbs up over there. That's cool. That should be a good marriage then. They did it at a cool place. That's a good sign. That's my theory anyway. Was I just going to say something? I forgot. There, thank you for the thumbs up there. One of my dad's videos on his channel all of a sudden got like, he wasn't getting much in the way of views on anything. A couple of them were doing, yeah, okay. All of a sudden, one of his videos in the last few days has got, I think it's up into the 40 or 50,000 views all of a sudden. It just happened all at once, which was kind of cool. Good to see that happen. I think he's got another one ready that I need to go edit for him sometime when I have a chance. Maybe tomorrow if I'm home. He did a 30-some year career in law enforcement, and he does a lot of videos about that. And he was a homicide detective in Colorado, and he videos about the John Benet Ramsey case back in Boulder, Colorado, back in the 90s. If you remember that, he actually was not really part of the case, but he received like an anonymous phone call tip thing about it once when he was a homicide detective, and I think that's what that video is about, the one that got all the views. So his channel's ticking off just a little bit. I think if he sticks to those, he started off his channel as kind of like a educational for people who like want to become a law enforcement officer, what to do, what to be ready for, what to expect, how to act in the interview, and and a lot of it was classes and stuff. Like he used to teach the police academy as well. He was an instructor at a police academy as well. So yeah, maybe he can. So he started off with that, and I thought those videos would take off. I thought there's probably a lot of people out there wanting to be in law enforcement, and it's kind of like a free way for them to kind of learn about what you need to do and be prepared for, what kind of school you need. And he did some like law stuff on there, but that really didn't take off. So then they started just telling some of his stories from his career, and that was done better. He worked with, he was in Colorado Springs, so I don't know if you've ever seen the show Homicide Hunter with, drawn a blank on the guy's name, but anyway, that was his boss. And a lot of those cases on Homicide Hunter on that TV show were my dad's cases, and my dad's been on that show, I think seven times or something like that. So Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunter, that was my dad's boss, and so my dad's been on quite a few episodes of that. If you watch that ever, if you see Perry Freeman on there, that's my dad. He's also been on a couple other shows. Like there's a show called Snapped. It was on like one of those women's channels. It was about women who freak out and kill. A couple of those were his too. So cases. Yeah, that Netflix thing is creepy. I still have my Netflix, but I tell you what, I don't know. It's pretty freaking creepy. I can't putting that on there. I don't want to watch it. I thought about checking it out just to see how bad it really was, but I can't bring myself to click on it. There's no way I can do that. So I don't want to see it. I saw like a little snippet of it on Facebook because I was scrolling by on a couple of things, and it was like, oh, gross. I just can't even believe they're having little kids do that. It's just, someone needs to go to jail. Who would let their kid be? I just don't even understand. I don't know. Can't imagine allowing that. If adults want to do that stuff, go for it. If you're over 18, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. That's your business. No matter what you want to get into, it's pretty much your business. But when it comes to kids, that's just awful and that's disgusting. I hear noise outside my window. I don't know what that is. Someone's going to come through the window. They're going to be in for a surprise. It's right here. One of them. What the hell? What we got here? We're going on about 17 minutes. We got one guy talking. Maybe I can come back tonight. We will see about that. I just don't know. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know. It kicks my butt now, Sky. I used to be able to detail a whole car and then be tired. Now I get like the outside done, and it's like, oh, God. I don't want to do the inside. It's like, man, I don't know. Yeah, I know. It wears me out. I keep thinking, like, I just need sleep or I need vitamins or whatever. And it's just like, it gets a little better. I'm getting in better shape now. I've been working out and exercising. I've been back to that. I used to work out and exercise every single day. Got away from it for a couple of years. I'm back to it now. Starting to feel a little bit better, but I still, like, after I get done here, I'm going to go, I'm going to start dinner because we're making this big old roast. But after that, I'm going to go out and get the bugs off the front of the, and wash the Tesla. And you guys have all seen those videos with the massive amount of bugs that thing collects. So I'm going to go get those bugs off. And even with that new stuff I use, which is way easier than anything I've ever used, it's still a little bit of work. So that's going to probably kick my butt. And that car sucks to wash because when you wash it, you have to wash all the windows and everything, and they get water spotted when you wash it pretty bad, even if I dry it real quick. So I've got to wash all the windows. And if you look at that car from the, like, the whole, it's all window. The whole top is one big window. So it's a lot of window washing. It'll kick your butt by the time you're done with it. I thought about ordering one. As a matter of fact, I was just on looking at laptops on eBay, and I went through my little saved items list that I wanted to keep in my saved thing, whatever watch that you're watching, and I have a couple of those in my watch. Some plastic mesh stuff, whatever you call it. Yeah, some bug sponges that I thought about ordering. But this new stuff I have done pretty well with. Well, I don't think I need one of those, but I've been using this Citrol, Schaefer's Citrol 266 on it, and it pretty much melts the bugs right off. I use that, and then I'll grab some dryer sheets, because dryer sheets they won't scratch the paint, but they have a little bit of texture to them. And so between the combination of those two, it comes off really easy. And as a matter of fact, it was a week before last, I took it to the car wash, and I took the Schaefer Citrol, sprayed it all over the front of the car, I let it sit, and then I hit it with the high pressure at the car wash, which is a little higher pressure than my my pressure washer. Doesn't have quite the same pressure, but the car wash pressure washer, after letting that stuff sit on there for like 2 minutes, it just took the bugs right off. So I didn't even have to touch it, which was really nice. But yeah, I want to get one of those sponges too. I like to try stuff like that anyway, so they're cheap. So I'll probably order one or pick one up when I'm at an auto parts store or something. I don't know if the auto parts store here in town will have any. But if you ever get desperate for something, try some dryer sheets. They work pretty good. They got just enough texture to them to help you get the bugs off without scratching anything. Just get them wet, like get the bugs wet with some soap or whatever, and then it works pretty good. Hey, Kyle, what's going on, Kyle? Good to see you. How's it going, man? Well, it hasn't been. You came into the last live stream, I think. Good to see you back around again, though. We're just hanging out since I probably will get called to work again on Saturday or Sunday night. I keep calling it Saturday for some reason. I haven't been around on Sunday nights for a while, so I thought since I'm pretty sure I'm safe here for at least a couple hours, I thought I'd try to throw in a quick live stream and see what everybody was up to. So it's good to see you guys. Yeah, there's the sponges with the plastic mesh, and then there's some sponges that are kind of like, they're kind of stiff, but apparently they're not, if you get them wet, they're not too abrasive or whatever. They won't scratch the paint. There's a couple different kinds. So yeah, I like to try those out. For whatever reason, I don't worry as much on the Tesla about stuff like that. I'm more adventurous in trying things than I am on the Challenger. I don't know why. I mean, they both cost about the same amount of money, but I'm baby the Challenger more than I do the Tesla, which is weird. But are you on call next week? I'm on call all the time, which sucks. But so you're on call next week. So you'll be busy then, probably. Kyle says, you see my playlist I created last week. What kind of a playlist? I need to break my videos up into playlists. I still haven't done that. I had a guy on his channel, on his live streams. He chose my channel to review on his live stream, and then he was showing about the channel to the people watching. He says, "Oh, let's see what Joeysixtysix has for the playlist. Let's check out his playlist." And they clicked on it. I don't have any. Everything's just in one big blob on there. So I probably need to take my videos into different categories, because I have like detailing stuff, and I have driving stuff, and other people's car stuff, and reviews of things and stuff. I should probably break it up into some different. So if someone's just looking for a certain thing, they don't have to search through all my stuff. I think I did start one. I think I did other people's cars or something. I don't know, but I never really got done putting everything in there. Hey, Jeffrey, what's going on? So your playlist is named Kyle Shalino, and you have lots of videos on you don't know how to upload your own. I've been laptop shopping because this thing I'm on right now is really unstable. And as a matter of fact, it's been working for like 18 hours now, which has got me, I'm a little surprised. I tried to put a couple items on eBay yesterday that normally would take me, I don't know, 10 minutes. I think I put 3 things up or something. It wouldn't take me long. I snapped some pictures, right? Boom, 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 they're up. It kept dying on me and freezing, and I had to restart it. It was like an hour and a half to put 3 items or whatever it was on. It was ridiculous. I'm getting fed up with this thing. I think the hard drive's dying, and I don't know. So I've been looking at laptops, but now every time I start seriously looking and getting ready to order something or something, it starts to work again. And so I don't know. I like to do something before it's totally dead, because I don't want to have a lot of lag time in between videos and stuff like that. I like to keep doing stuff. I want it to be like several days where I can't do anything. I hate getting new computers. It's always a pain in the ass to get everything back to not my favorite thing to do. Yeah, nice. It is a nice. We have a beautiful day here. It's about, I don't know, 60s, and it's no wind. We went for a big long walk earlier, which was nice. I had a really good workout this morning downstairs in the gym, and then I went for a nice long walk. So that was cool. So I feel like I did something today at least, and now this. So hey, I'm feeling accomplished today. I'm going to get the bugs off the car. I'm making a roast. If I'm going to at least get it started. She may have to finish it, because I have a feeling I'll be gone before it gets done. We bought a quarter of beef, and we got all this damn, I shouldn't say that's good, but we got this, the roasts that they cut up are all huge. So we're going to make this roast today. We're probably going to have to eat it for at least a couple of days. Getting your car fixed. Kyle's getting the car fixed. Oh, I need to get that Saturn fixed or do something about something, getting another one or something else to drive. I don't know what to do with that damn thing. I could make a video of it. I'll light it on fire and shove it off a cliff. That'd probably get views. You have your own car, but you don't drive it. What's wrong with it that you're getting fixed, Kyle? I've got rear suspension problems on the Saturn. It's broken in 2 places, which sucks. I don't know if I want to fix it. I thought I saw the one part was broken, and I thought, okay, it's a trailing arm thing. I thought I can. It's like $65 or something for the part, and it's totally something I can easily do. But as I was looking at that, I realized there's another thing snapped back there. So it's like, oh crap. I'm not sure which one broke first. I think the one broke, which caused the other one to break from the extra weight on it. Our head gasket breaks and a shit ton of other shit. Who needs mufflers? You don't need mufflers. You can take that off the list. Just head gasket's a pain in the butt. For such a cheap little part, it sure takes a lot of work to get to. Oh, yeah, we got the Saturn. We got the Tesla fix. I don't know if I told you guys about that or not. Finally got that parking sensor thing in the front. Finally got it to Tesla and got that fixed last week, early last week, I guess it was. And it was covered under warranty. Luckily, nicely, they didn't question anything. They just fixed it, so that was cool. 2004 Taurus, which I call the Taurus. Those are good cars, though. They'll last. Those are fighting things on Earth, but they'll last. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about something like that. Some kind of tear out. There's boy, that bumper is nasty with bugs. I've seen where some people, if they're going on a long cross country trip in the summer, they'll put like a thin layer of Vaseline or something on the front of their car that they just have to wipe off when they get done to keep the bugs from sticking. But yeah, there's be like tear off sheets, or it's pretty rough. And if you go into like I go into obviously the Tesla forums and stuff on Facebook that I belong to, it's like everybody's always like, oh my God, how do I get all these bugs off? It's a constant problem. If you have a regular car, you catch just as many bugs, but most of them kind of go inside the grill, so you don't notice it as much. Parents drive it since you're blind, yeah. But those are not bad cars, though. Those old Tauruses are. There's a reason why there's so many of them still around. They lasted. They did a pretty good job on those cars. I'm wearing my Ford hat here today, so you know. That's true. That's a good business to get into. We're almost out of bug season here, so maybe it won't be quite as bad. Although I'd rather have the nice weather and have to deal with the bugs. Yeah, Kyle. Everyone says that. They're pretty good cars, though. Nobody's really making bad cars anymore. All right, Sky. I'm going to go out and get an ice cream. Oh, an ice cream cone. That sounds good. I'm on a diet. I can't have an ice cream cone. Thanks for coming in, Sky. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel and all that stuff, man. You're awesome. Thank you. You guys, check out Sky One videos for sure. He's got some good stuff. And it's getting better over there all the time. More and more interesting stuff over there on that channel, so check it out. See ya. Oh, we've only got 4 people now. Dang. Well, it's good to see you guys, though. I'm glad a few people showed up for this. There's a lot of stomping going on around the house. I don't know if there's an army hitting the house or what. There's a lot of noise out there. I'm back in this back spare bedroom where I do my live streams and stuff, and sounds like there's a lot of people walking around. There should only be one person here that I know of. I guess I don't know. Check out Girls Dig Mustangs. Okay. I saw that, what's his name? Destroyer Great Productions is getting a Mustang. Nice. He's keeping his Challenger, but he's also getting a Mustang, or he got a Mustang. I think he said he's just getting a Mustang because he was asking what color people thought he should get. He was asking the other day, like, what he wanted to get a second car for his channel. And so he was asking, like, what car should he get? And I thought an older, like a classic MOPAR muscle of some kind. Then he'd have a new one and an old one. I thought that would be a cool combination to have. But I guess he's going to get a new Mustang, which is also cool. And he was asking, like, what colors. I don't think he's gotten it yet. But check out Girls Dig Mustangs. I'll have to, let me write that down. Girls Dig Mustangs. Dig Mustangs. Finally got smart enough to leave paper and pen here because you guys are always telling me things to check out and then I can't remember them later. And if I have to go back and watch my own video, I don't really want to. I don't like watching myself that much. So the chick is hot. You kid? Okay, I will check it out. Only for the Mustang content, of course. I wouldn't want to see a hot chick or anything. I just want to. You guys should see the Challenger right now. She took it to work the other day because I had to take the Tesla back to the tire shop. Long story I won't go into, but I had to take it back. We worked on it last week. I had to take it back to it. It was raining and stuff, and no, man, the back, you can't tell the car's red anymore. It looks like it's brown. It looks like it's supposed to be beige or something. And as a matter of fact, this morning was the first time I'd seen it because I haven't gone out there for any reason. Opened the garage door and it was like, oh my God, is that the same car? It's pretty bad. So I probably should try to get that cleaned up today too. But I may hold off till this week. I tend to be home during the day, during the weekdays quite a bit. So I'll probably work on that the next couple of days. When I took it back to the tire shop, there was a newer guy there, not newer, but a different guy that I took it to the first time who I had to show how to drive the car because it's a little confusing. And this guy was just like, you want to just pull it in for me and pull it back out when I'm done? Because I was like, fine. It is a little confusing if you've never driven one. Kind of operates like similar to a forklift, only the forward and reverse stalk is on the right side as opposed to the left. And you have to have either your phone, and if you have someone else drive it, you give them this little key card, and you have to swipe that across the console area to get the car to do anything. And then there's things you got to do that are different than a normal car. So people always are a little bit like, oh. So I showed the other guy 2 weeks ago or whatever it was how to drive it, and he figured it out pretty quick. This guy didn't want to deal with it. He was like, you want to just pull it in for me? So I did. They were all interested in looking at the bottom of it because usually you put a car up on a lift and it says, the normal shit under there. On a Tesla, it's just sort of this flat thing, and there's little cutouts where the suspension and tires are, and everything else is just flat. Get a Napa premium battery. You'd like to do a live stream, but you don't know how to. Just there's lots of videos and there's lots of instructional stuff on. It's pretty easy if you just go up there to, I don't know how you do yours because since you're blind and stuff, but there's like a little section to post a video, go live, or make a post, and just pick go live, and it kind of walks you through it. If you got a webcam and you don't even have to have if you have a webcam on your laptop or whatever. I've got one that I bought because the laptop one was pretty low quality. And I've got this cheap little mic that works pretty good. It's better than the mic on the laptop. Some of the laptops I've been looking at have I think a higher quality camera than the one I bought for this. So if I buy a new laptop, I might not need to use this one anymore. Diehard Platinum, yeah. Get the Napa Premium, whatever the heck it's called. They come from, is it East? I forget the company now, but it's good. They make good batteries. They're pretty good batteries. I used to work at a Napa, so maybe a little prejudiced, but there's only like 2 places that make batteries anymore, and all the companies use those 2 factories that make their batteries. Is it East Penn? I think it's East Penn that makes the Napa ones. Put some cool stuff on your playlist. Cool, man. Everybody should just make a YouTube playlist of nothing but Joeysixtysix videos and then just let them play all day while you're at work or something. Man, my views are down so bad, but some of that's my fault for not making very many videos. And I've also sometimes strayed away from some of the car stuff a little bit. And I got the Tesla thrown in there. I think a lot of that stuff is kind of throwing me out of the Dodge Challenger algorithm thing, where I don't get suggested to people as much as I used to, because my videos are kind of all over the place and they're not as consistent as they were either. So I'll have to I try to do too many different things. I need to start another couple of channels maybe, but it's hard enough handling one. It's weird. It's weird that some of my biggest videos are some of the simplest videos I've ever made, like how to put a new rear view mirror on your window. That's my biggest video ever. One of my second or third is like how to start a Harley Davidson motorcycle. And then up there is also how to turn on the DRLs on the Challenger and how to turn off the stability and traction control on the Challenger. Those are like my biggest videos. They're all simple, like how-to, quick little things like that. Because a lot of people look for that kind of stuff online. So actually, some of the more elaborate stuff I've tried to do hasn't done very well. And then some of the simple, like how to do this simple little task things, seem to do really well. So yeah, painting the exhaust tips. That didn't do great though. Yeah, I got helping my dad with his channel, and that's not a ton of time. It's a little bit of time. And lately it hasn't been, he hasn't been making as many videos. I think he's going to start now that that one video of his kind of blew up. So he's going to probably start making more videos now. So I'll probably be a little busier doing that. Then all of a sudden he got like 40 or 50,000 views on that one video all of a sudden out of the blue. So I think he'll be more excited to do it now, because he was putting quite a bit of work into it and wasn't really getting anybody watching. Dad should make a video of him. He has, let's see, he's got pretty much normal cars. He does have an old Dodge, which is pretty cool. He's got an old Ford, which is decent too, pretty cool. But the rest of his cars are just normal stuff. Those exhaust tips, by the way, that I painted are holding up really well. I was looking at them last weekend, getting down there really looking to see, but that stuff held up really well. That can't remember what it was now. It was Rust-Oleum high heat black. It really, I mean, it's been on a few months now. It's holding up really well so far. I'm very happy. I was worried it was going to be all coming off, scratching, or looking funny, or turning kind of gray or whatever. But so far, it looks pretty good. Very, and I didn't do there's a primer, a high heat primer you can use too. I decided not to get that. I thought I'll just try this. If it if it turns out crappy and doesn't hold up, I'll do it again with the primer and see if that does better. But so far, so good. It looks pretty good. Yeah, same there. No pitting or flaking. Yeah, not coming off. I'm very happy. I think the can of paint was $11 or something. Can't really beat that. $11. And the hardest part of the whole thing was getting the tips off wasn't super easy. It was a little bit, it wasn't hard, but it was intimidating because you gotta bang them around pretty good to get them off of there, which had me a little worried, but they came off. And then getting them back on and getting them semi-straight again back on so they didn't look funny I had to readjust one of them quite a few times, but pretty easy job and a cheap job. And I think it looks cool. I think it looks really good. So yeah, the paint fumes, I should have been smart enough to cover my face with something. Would have helped a little anyway. I always think of it afterwards. You know what I should have done? But yeah, very happy with that paint. I still have quite a bit left, as a matter of fact. And I would highly recommend it. It worked really well. And it went on nice too. I mean, I think I did several light coats, and I spent, a few hours, go put a coat on, give it time to set up and dry, and then put another coat on. And it was, God, something poking me in my pocket. What the hell's in there? Several coats. It turned out really nice, smooth. No, it did really nice. I'm very, very happy. I thought about that, but I didn't know if I'd be able to get away with that. So it was so freaking hot in the garage that kind of baked on it. If I had like a spare oven, Kim might have killed me if I tried to bake those in the oven. I had baked stuff in the oven before, not at this house, but in previous, when I was more in my own place. This is my place too, but when I was single more and all that stuff, I baked a few. I used to do motorcycle stuff that I would have to paint, and I would throw stuff in the oven once in a while. And then people would come over and eat, and they'd be like, why does this taste like paint? No, that never happened. Yeah, it's a good flavor. A little something extra on there. A secret recipe. I bet. We're lucky out here. We don't have any fires. My sister was in Denver, and they had a lot of fires out there in the mountains too in Colorado, which I think are out now because they got a big snow there and big, wet, nasty, rainy snow. So that pretty much saved them. But yeah, she was out here visiting, and then when she got back last week after visiting for the weekend, she said that there was ash all over everything, and it smelled like we were in a campfire. But then luckily, I think early in the week, this week early, they got a pretty good little blizzardy, wet snowstorm, which way early, but they got it, so it kind of saved them. Yeah, I'm going to vote a lot. I'm going to send in. No, not really. Yeah, Kyle, you got to get registered to vote. I'm registered. I always vote, so I just stay that way. I'm going to get vote by mail. I'm going to try to get an absentee ballot, and I'm going to go vote. No, I'm not really. Don't come after me and arrest me. I'm only going to vote once, I promise. Vote early. The bad thing is after I die, I'll be voting Democrat, but okay, Kyle, good. That might be another reason I'm getting out of the suggestion box on YouTube. I've been expressing my political views too much, probably. Probably not helping. As if it's not obvious. I don't have to say anything, probably, but Yeah, I'm not going to stop. Screw it. I don't care anymore. It's not like my channel's ever going to blow up and be huge. I don't have to worry about alienating a couple million people or anything. It's, you know, I don't, it's, it is what it is. I think at this point, if it was going to get big, it would have done so. So even if it was, I probably wouldn't be too worried about it and just be like, I think at this point, I feel pretty strongly about a lot of things, and it's not something I could really keep a secret or try to avoid or whatever. So even if I did have a huge channel, I'd probably still be saying some of the same stuff that I say. I've gotten a few negative comments, but overall, not very many. I've gotten a few people that said, I'm unsubscribing. I got messages or whatever. Unsubscribing, comments. I didn't, whatever. I had one that said something like, you're so stupid. You all got this American flag and you're all this and that. And then you drive a car made in Canada that's owned by an Italian company. No, you should never listen to that. Any of it. Really, it's good to kind of get a little bit of everything from different places, because whatever you're paying attention to, if you only pay attention to one media outlet, you're just getting one view of things. It's good to kind of get a little bit here and there so you can get a little bit. The truth probably lies somewhere. A lot of, like on my Facebook page and stuff, I'll post a lot of stuff that it may be more extreme than I really am, or it may not even be something that I would totally support. I'll just do it to irritate certain people, kind of, because I'm just that way. It's like, oh, this will piss them off. I'll put that on there. And if you, really, I'm not even that I'm not as far right as people would think I am from my Facebook page. They would think I'm like crazy, but I'll be happy when this is all over, though. It gets to wear on you after a while, all the constant barrage of political everything from all sides, and signs and stickers and Facebook posts and commercials and all that stuff, radio commercials and TV commercials and advertisements. And my email is full of stuff from both sides because I forget, I did something that apparently made them think I was a Democrat. I get all this stuff from Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi and the DNC and all this stuff. And it's hilarious to read because I get stuff from both sides. So they both say the same. They're both talking about it's just crazy. Yeah, I have a thing about making people angry. I like to do it, kind of. I walked around the mall in Salina, Kansas with my Trump hat on. I got some probably around there. It's not too bad, but I did get a few people weird looks and stares, and a couple of comments I couldn't really hear. But then when we decided to go to the food court to eat, and I have to say that I took that hat off before I went to the food court because I was afraid if I order food from the wrong person, they might do something disgusting to my food. And I don't mind getting punched in the face or assaulted or any of that stuff. I can handle that. Been there many times. But when it comes to someone doing something gross to my food, I couldn't deal with it. So I took the hat off and stuck it in my pocket before I went to the food court. You never know. You hear stories. I live in a part of the country here, though, where it's like there are very few Joe Biden supporters. I don't know about other places, but like if you drive around Kansas and Nebraska and the parts of Missouri that I drive around, I don't see there's Trump stuff all over the place, signs and flags and cars with stickers and people wearing stuff and all that. And I've seen a total of 3 now. I've seen 3 Biden signs, the little yard signs. I've seen 3 of them post to literally thousands and thousands of Trump stuff, but that's not accurate depiction of what's really out there. Because, like I said, I'm only traveling around this fairly conservative area of the country. I'm sure if I were in California or New York or somewhere like even Colorado is all left now, so I'm sure I'd see a lot. It'd probably be the opposite, you know. I think people around here aren't afraid to show that, where other places they might be a little bit more afraid to show it. They're afraid to get vandalized or something like that. Kim, even here, she doesn't want to put a sign in the yard or sticker on the car. I would probably put a sticker on the car anyway, or a flag or anything like that, because she's worried about something getting destroyed or painted or scratched or broken or rocked through the window or some shit. So, because there's certain people that will do that. I know that that's not most of the opposition isn't like that, but you've got a certain little section of those people that are violent and crazy and perfectly willing to destroy your property or do whatever if they don't like what you like, which is weird. I've never felt the need to destroy somebody's property because we have different opinion on things, but I don't understand where that mentality comes from. I wouldn't do anything to my worst enemy's car. I might punch him in the face, but I wouldn't mess with his car. I wouldn't mess with his motorcycle. I wouldn't mess with his food. None of that stuff. We could fight, but I'm not going to mess with their stuff or their food. That's just gross and weird. But enough of that subject. Oh, got a couple of thumbs up. Thanks, you guys, for those. We've only got 2 people left in here now. We're going to probably go an hour, which is another 8 minutes or so. So start. I got to, like I said, I got to start dinner and I got to get the bugs off the. I say I got to get the bugs off the front of the Tesla, but that means washing the whole car as well. So I got to wash the Tesla. Yeah, that's like we got Kyle still. I think Jeffrey's still there or something. There's 3 now. There's been a couple of numbers popping back and forth. So, but I might take the Challenger out later and watch it too if I have the energy after taking care of the Tesla. I have a feeling like I said, I already had this big workout this morning and a big long walk this morning. And now I'm going to work on the Tesla cleaning that, which is going to be a huge pain in the butt. I'm probably not going to feel like working on the Challenger, but I might see how much energy I have. I'm back on some supplements and stuff because I'm working out again. I put all that stuff away because there's no point in taking it when you're not working out. So back on some of that stuff, and I feel better though. Working out and walking and all that's got me feeling a little better. I was just feeling so old and down for a while. Finally feeling good enough to get back to it, which is making me feel even better. So I'm pretty happy about that. Hopefully I can stick to it and get my body back. I look like a different person than I did a couple of years ago. It's weird. I saw myself get out of the shower the other day. I was like, there's an old guy in the bathroom, and then it was me. I saw the mirror, and I thought there was an old dude in the bathroom. An old out of shape guy in the bathroom. Oh, hey, that's me. Still getting a lot of good stuff out of our garden. All we grew was some Anaheim peppers and some tomatoes, but got a lot of good stuff. And we got some pumpkins growing, but I don't think we're not getting any pumpkins out of them. So that was a waste. That grew by accident anyway. I threw some old pumpkins out there last year and the seeds started to grow. So I let them go, but not a single pumpkin. So I'm going to probably chop that plant out of there. It's huge. It's taking over the whole yard. We never got any female flowers, so we never got any pumpkins. But now it's got me wanting to grow pumpkins. So maybe next year I'll plant some from seed and see what happens. Yeah, Kyle's still here. Cool, man. Well, 5 minutes, guys, and we'll wrap this up. And thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Like I said, I may actually come back later if I'm home, but I haven't been home on a Sunday night in so long. I can't imagine that I would be home, but it could happen. I don't know if they're mad at me or what, but I'm not getting any calls. I'm still, I'm number 1 on the list. I've been number 1 on the list like for 24 hours or so. And I don't, nope, still number one. I don't know why I'm not getting any calls. I'm ready to go drive. I feel weird when I'm not out on the road, kind of. I like to stay home and do this and make some videos and work out and that kind of stuff. But then after, it's like, oh, I should be working. I feel weird when I'm not working. But then when the phone goes off and I have to work, I'm like, oh man, I'm just never happy. I think that's human nature, at least in America. Whatever's going on is like you wish something else was going on. Kind of like the weather. It's too hot or it's too cold, or it's always something. It's never perfect, very rarely, although today was damn near perfect, or is damn near perfect, I should say. Feels later than it is here. I feel like the day's winding down. Like, probably because I'm doing this. I don't usually do this at this time. It's usually later, so it's probably why I'm feeling like something's about to wind down and go to bed. But it's only 1 o'clock. Well, I'm going to roll out of here, guys. I appreciate all of you so much, and thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up and the talking and the comments. You guys make it so easy. Just keep the conversation going. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the help with the channel, guys, and all the support of the channel, watching the videos and subscribing. And if you want to suggest my videos to somebody or share them, I would always appreciate that. If you could think of anywhere you'd like to share them, that would be great. And you guys are what make this all happen. So appreciate it, guys. I'm going to roll out of here now and throw a roast in the oven and clean bugs off the front of the car. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We're ending now.